Hi, gang. It's Patrick.
And Adam.
Coming up on today's episode, we dive into some listener feedback and chat about the most recent Disney and Pixar trailers. We cover the latest Disney news, and we bring shame to the podcast by disclosing Disney World attractions, shows, and restaurants that we haven't experienced. As always, we close out the show with some quick D. All that and more on today's episode of Gays Do the D.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
Adam Cloverhummel.
Patrick Pandora Kozicki.
Pandora? Mm-hmm. Experience a world beyond.
What? Is that the slogan for Pandora?
I have no idea, but it thought right in my head.
Did that thought right on your head?
Nope, that sentence didn't thought right in my head, but it sounded correct in the thoughts in my head.
Okay.
There it is.
Pandora.
Ooh, I like that.
PP Kozicki. PPK.
Am I after the land or after the jewelry line?
Actually after the box.
Oh.
Because when you open Pandora's box, a whole host of terrible things happen.
One of my favorite drag queens.
And I thought that was befitting of this week, but let's go back to drag because that's more fun to talk about.
Pandora Box. I liked her.
Pandora Box.
Remember when she did Carol Channing?
I sure do.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
The best, I think, well, one of the first match games in Drag Race history.
Oh, mm-hmm.
Came out swinging. Came
out with a win right out of the gate.
Right out of the gate. Actually, I don't think she won that episode, though.
Who can remember? It was like a decade ago.
I can remember, Adam, and I think she actually never won a full challenge.
She didn't, huh?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, listeners. We should have a drag race podcast.
We really should. You know, the boys of Las Culturistas podcast, I believe for their Patreon episodes, they do a drag race recap.
Oh.
We could just steal that from them.
We steal everything we do, so may as well keep it going.
Just keep it rolling. Our theft. Our IP theft.
Speaking of thefts, Adam, happy St. Patrick's Day? Is that a good segue? I don't know.
Is that because I stole a kiss from you?
Oh.
Kiss me. I'm Irish.
Oh, dear. Are you Irish?
Don't kiss me. Don't kiss me in this current climate.
No, not in today's climate.
No.
Okay.
I'm not Irish at all. Are you Irish, Patrick?
I am 25% Irish, Adam.
I like the 25%.
25%.
Irish, Adam. What's the rest of you? What's the rest of the 75% of you?
Drunk.
No, that's 100%. That's
100%
100% of you is drunk?
And Ukrainian. So I'm flexible and drunk.
Wow.
Yeah.
But a true embrace of the potato in all parts of you.
In shape and personality.
Yes.
On that note, happy St. Patrick's Day to you, Adam.
I mean, is it going to happen? Who knows?
Oh, dear.
I will say Americans are incredibly stubborn when it comes to drinking, so they're going to find a way.
Yeah,
They're going to find a way to pack those bars,
yeah,
pass around the Corona UV, and enjoy some cocktails.
I was at Costco today, and I picked up Cheez-Its, soup,
yes,
vodka, and whiskey.
The necessities.
The necessities of life.
How was the toilet paper situation looking there?
There was a line almost around the block to get into the paper section.
Oh, were they limiting your toilet papers?
Well, I mean, people were wanting it. I don't know if they were limiting. I wasn't there for toilet paper. I have rags, Adam. I have rags and soap.
Trust me, I know. I know. I've been meaning to talk to you about that.
But toilet paper is not going to keep you alive, turns out.
It's not going to keep you alive. It's odd that was the first thing to run out. But
yeah, well,
now it's just like a vicious cycle.
What can you do?
Not use toilet paper, I guess. That's the solution.
Fair enough.
Speaking of Corona V, Patrick, I want to talk to you about some emergency contingency plans we need to establish.
Oh, for us?
For us.
Okay, we are in like a bunker-like basement right now.
We are
so
like
I
in
think
a
if
bunker.
we stay here,
yeah, we'll be fine.
Just daily podcasts.
People would be like, please give me Corona.
Yeah.
Please.
I wish I could never hear this again.
I can't listen to this anymore.
Someone shut down the airwaves and the internets.
But let's say something happens.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe it's not Corona V. Maybe it's a fire or an earthquake.
Oh, my.
How are we going to keep this going? How are we going to make sure that we can slide into our listeners' ears once a week?
I do like sliding into our listeners' ears.
Oh.
Don't be grossed out by that. Some people would be less than disgusted.
I thought you were going to say honored, but that would have been overreach.
No, I would never.
Yeah.
No. I'm a truther.
Yeah. So what happens when something goes wrong?
Well, the first thing I do is panic and set fire to things.
That is exactly what our country's doing at this very moment.
Well, all right. There we go. There's my plan.
We've settled it.
Did you have a plan in mind?
I was thinking maybe we create a map
of
where we're going to meet outside if something bad happens.
Okay.
To ensure that we're both accounted for.
Got it.
But in the instance of like a virus or nuclear war.
Those are two very different things.
Yeah. Maybe we just figure out a way to like record remotely and have a really engaging conversation over the internet.
During a nuclear war.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, people will want to be distracted.
You know what? We're doing it for the people.
We're doing it for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like this idea. Mm-hmm. Listeners, Tweedledees,
yeah.
we are here for you.
Mm-hmm.
We will record during a nuclear war.
We're doing it for you.
Yeah. So if you find yourself quarantined and have nothing else to do, last on your list should be listening to us.
Please make it last.
But know that we will be there for you. Last on your list.
It's like 2 a.m. when a bar closes and the lights come on and you look across the bar and there's just one other person in the bar.
Yeah.
It's us.
We should rename our podcast, I guess.
Last call. I guess.
Why not?
Why not?
With Adam and Patrick.
I suppose.
Wow, this is a real doomsday episode, isn't it?
I just wanted to make sure that we had a plan in the books.
Okay, that's
now
great.
we do.
I like it. Thank you for your forward thinking, Adam.
I feel comforted. Don't you feel comforted now?
I never feel comforted when you're around. I feel accosted.
Is this going back to the St. Patrick's Day kiss?
It is.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Consent is always necessary, Adam.
I should have given you a St. Patrick's Day elbow shake or whatever they're calling
remember
that.
the Obama elbow bump?
Yeah, it's back.
Is it now?
It's back. It's called the Trump bump now.
Oh, no.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Oh, I have to move on from this topic. There's nothing good to come from this conversation. But here is what is good, Adam. We have a new listener to talk about.
Some good news in this week, finally.
Finally, some good news in Christopher, who is on Instagram, Magically Spoopy. Christopher is actually a friend of mine. He can be seen on Kevin Heimbuch's YouTube channel. Have you heard of Kevin?
I have not.
He goes by Lil Churro. He's very funny.
Lil Churro?
Mm-hmm. He loves churros.
Okay. It's not like suggestive of anything on his anatomy.
Knows? Who knows?
Could be.
Could be.
Also covered in cinnamon and sugar.
Well, that's a different channel that you'll find that on. It's a for fans only channel. No, Kevin is very funny. He was a Disney College Program member.
Oh, sure.
He is now a current cast member in Disney World. And Christopher is also a cast member with Disney. He's super funny. He's got a great Instagram, and he is a new listener of us.
Welcome, Christopher.
Welcome, Christopher. Thanks so much for listening. It's about time, Christopher.
Oh, I like that shaming.
Yeah.
Shaming on the pod.
Mm-hmm. Times have changed, Adam.
Yeah, you're right. We are in a post-apocalyptic world now. Things are brutal. Let's get into it.
I'm glad we can laugh about this.
Yes.
Well, speaking of new, Adam, we also have some new Patreon members to talk about. That's right. Not one, not two, but 3 new Patreon members since our last recording.
3 is absurd.
3 is a magical number.
It is.
According to Schoolhouse Rock.
It is.
That's a great song, by the way.
It is.
Okay. You're very affirmative today. I like this. I like this side of you, Adam. We had to celebrate Robert, William, and Patrick.
Patrick, P-A-D.
P-A-D-R-I-C.
Patrick.
Thank you so much for joining our Patreon page.
Thank you so much. We sincerely appreciate it.
Absolutely. For those who don't know, we do have a Patreon page where for as little as $1 reoccurring a month, you can join our Patreon family, which will give you access to extras such as our additional bonus podcast episodes called Gaze Do the D, Raw and Uncut.
Raw and uncut Drag Race recap.
It's always so unsettling, but I love it. I'm here for it. And last week, we actually gave away our very first Patreon-only giveaway, which was very exciting.
Such a big deal.
Such a big deal. We're a big deal. Patreon's a big deal. Our Tweedledees are a big deal. More to come if you join our Patreon family.
I need to give you an update on Patreon, actually, Patrick.
Uh-oh.
Though I have changed the lowest bracket of donation. So it's now for one toilet paper roll.
Oh, dear.
Recurring per month.
I was like, I didn't give you the password, Adam. I don't trust you with our money.
You're smart. You're very smart to do that.
Smart to do that.
But the lowest level of donation is a toilet paper roll.
Okay, yeah, and you can send us that via Amazon Express.
That's correct.
Okay, great.
That's correct, because we need them. We're all out here in Minneapolis.
We are. It's official. We're counting on you to save us.
Bidets for gays.
Oh, my goodness.
That's where we're at. Bidets for gays now.
What an interesting episode to edit. I can't wait. I can't wait to go back.
Well, Patrick, you mentioned Padrick.
I did.
And as a new listener, Padrick chose to send us an email.
Ooh, jumping right in, Padrick.
Yes. Padrick says, I live out in California, so I'm generally at Disneyland, but I'm visiting Walt Disney World this week. Oh, Padrick, I'm sorry.
Oh, dear.
It was so lovely to listen to your walk through part of World Showcase. That's episode 75 for anybody who wants to take a listen to that. France is my favorite pavilion. Monsieur Paul may be the best restaurant in Epcot, and a window table is a great place to watch the evening spectacular.
Oh.
I do have some information about the Morocco Pavilion that may be of interest to you. Full disclosure, I learned it from a Disney horticulturalist on the Gardens of the World tour. The trees in the courtyard actually aren't tangerine trees.
What?
They're sour orange trees, which I think also are called Seville oranges. These are used primarily in cooking, marmalade, for example, and as a primary ingredient in the marinade. Did you like how I said that?
Wow.
In the marinade for the roasted garlic chicken, popular in many Cuban restaurants. Who knew?
You know what I didn't know, Adam? Is how pretentious you are sometimes when reading these emails.
What are you talking about,
Marinade?
Marinade.
Wow.
I didn't say marmalade, though. Real lady marmalade.
Well, you did that, though, so...
I did do it.
Okay, well, thanks for that information. I should move into a sorry about it then, because I inaccurately said that they were tangerine trees, which I got that information from a cast member, just to be fair.
Oh.
So that cast member is going to get a slap next time I see them.
I mean, it's cast member v. horticulturalist.
Yeah.
Who's the winner? Probably the horticulturalist.
I'm going to go with horticulturalist.
Yeah. Patrick, did you know that you can lead a horse to water, but you can't lead a horticulture?
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Did you know that I have great shame in being your friend?
Just a little humor.
That was a great joke, Adam.
Humor for you.
That was a great joke.
Well, that was a great email, Patrick. Thank you so much for sending that email to us and letting us know about the trees in Morocco.
Thank you for one-upping Robert and William in being a new Patreon and a new contributor, Patrick.
Great point. Robert, William, the ball's in your court.
Man alive. What you doing? What you doing with your lives? Well, Adam, let's move onward.
Oh, yes.
To some listener feedback surrounding our review of the movie Onward in the last episode, episode 78. But before we move on into our listener feedback, Adam, you were so kind as to write out some opening weekend stats, which I will take credit for by reading right now.
It's very rude. I did the work. You're being a jerk.
It's a brand new day. It's a brand new day, Adam. So Onward had the lowest box office opening for a Pixar film since 2015's The Good Dinosaur. The opening weekend box office intake was $40 million domestically and $28 million internationally.
I feel bad.
Because you made the movie?
I could have done more, Pat.
You should have done more. You should have seen it 75 million more times.
I should have seen it at every single screening because no one's going to see it now.
Aww.
No one's going to want to go to a theater and hang out with a bunch of strangers in an enclosed environment.
Well, yeah, no one can see it now because a lot of movie theaters are closing down, but I still loved this movie.
I did too. I still can't quite pinpoint why it didn't feel Pixar-y to me, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. But I want everyone out there listening to know that you should absolutely see this movie if you have not seen it.
I don't think it's a bad thing that it didn't feel Pixar-y. I think maybe this is just a new evolution of Pixar.
I agree. I don't think it was bad either, but it just didn't land as a Pixar film to me, and I'm having a hard time dealing with that. Okay. I enjoyed the film. I'm just struggling with the fact that I was walking in thinking Pixar and left thinking I feel entertained. I feel emotionally satisfied, but I don't feel Pixar.
You have a lot of emotions today. You're like the girl in Mean Girls who doesn't even go to this school.
Oh.
Remember?
I remember the line.
Okay.
I don't remember the girl.
I just have so many feelings. She doesn't even go here. But with that depressing opening weekend, Adam. Let's see if we can find the answers to your questions in our listener feedback.
That's a great idea.
Okay, why don't you push us into that listener feedback?
All right, so first up, we heard from Allie. You can find Allie on Instagram at Allie_joy_W. Allie says, as always, the animation that Pixar does in each movie just keeps getting more and more impressive. I loved the film, and the ending was definitely unexpected but satisfying. The voice acting across the cast was so awesome. One thing I wanted more from was the pet dragon character. He was so cute and silly, and I felt like they could have done more with it. I also tend to choose these types of movies to watch on airplanes. Nothing like ugly crying at 32,000 feet. Same, Allie. I'm the same. I love these Pixar cry films while I'm in a plane.
A Pixar cry film. That should be a category on Disney Plus. Pixar cry.
Isn't that just like every Pixar movie, though?
That's a valid point.
Every movie would be underneath that category.
That is a valid point. Moving on, we have Mario writing in from Instagram, Diamond in the Rough Clothing Co. Mario, it's been a while since we've heard from you.
Welcome back, Mario.
Welcome back. Mario says, it's nice to see an original Pixar movie since it's been a while seeing a film that wasn't a sequel. It was missing some of the extra magic other Pixar films had, but even a weaker Pixar film is better than other films out there. That's an excellent point. Pixar always, for me, nails it. I just love their movies. Even if it's not one of the better Pixar movies, they're always still great movies.
Yeah, it's true. That's true, Mario.
Though I would categorize this as a great Pixar movie, though.
Yeah, I really liked it, guys.
You're so upset about liking it, Adam. It's okay to like it.
Why did I like it? Auntie Myrna sent us an email. Auntie Myrna says, Auntie Myrn's here. So the Canadian crew went to see Onward. Patrick, I'm assuming these are people you met and ran with.
My Canadian buddies.
Your Canadian buds. It should be noted that the majority of us within the past recent years have become part of what we'd like to call the DD Club, the Dead Dad Club.
Oh, dear.
Don't judge us. We have our own coping mechanisms, and humor is at the top of those mechanisms. You know what, Canadian crew? I can totally relate to that. I have actually used the phrase Dead Dad Club.
Aw.
Yeah. Auntie Myrna goes on to say, we got our large popcorns. Nick ordered a large Coca-Cola, stating, quote, I know Pixar. I'm going to need to rehydrate from all the salty tears, end quote. Without spoilers, one character you did not mention was the, finger quotes, dog. Another mention of the dog, Patrick. I live. Unicorns, although it be quick, epic. And yes, the plot twist was simply glorious. Did Auntie Myrns cry? Yes. Yes, she did. In fact, snot bubbled cry.
Oh dear.
Me being the younger sibling of two made it equally as touching. All this to say you both were right, spot on. Can I get a drum roll? 'Cause, well, I love them.
Aww.
Do you want to give her a drum roll, Patrick?
I would love to give her a drum roll for that lovely, lovely email. Auntie Myrns, here's your very specific, only for you drum roll. Ta-da!
Are we in Pandora right now?
Well, you did call me Patrick Pandora earlier.
Patrick Pandora.
That was just for you, Auntie Myrna.
Thank you so much, Auntie Myrna. I particularly enjoyed the part where you said we were both right.
That's what you grasped onto.
That was the one thing that stood out in her review.
Okay, great. It's true. We did not talk about the dragon in our review of Onward. That dragon was very funny, very cute, and I can totally see him, or her, I guess, being in another Pixar short.
I'm going to say something controversial.
Oh, dear.
Right now. I did not need the dragon dog.
Oh.
Yeah. It just felt like it didn't belong in that world for some reason. Like it was a little too kooky.
Oh, okay.
But I get why people were into it.
Yeah.
It just wasn't for me.
Fair enough.
But gosh darn it, why did I like the rest of the movie?
Oh, you're so mad about liking this movie, Adam. You're so mad about it. Well, moving on, we have one more Canadian Tweedledee writing into us. Nick, who we haven't heard from for a while, who is on Instagram at Jankowski Nick, wrote us a dissertation on Onward, Adam.
Pages and pages and pages.
So buckle up, Tweedledees. Nick wrote us a lot, but I think Once you hear it, you'll understand why we are not editing it. It is very lovely. So Nick starts out by saying, I very much enjoyed Onward. It obviously stirred a lot of emotions given my situation. This movie opened 6 months to the day after my dad's death. In that regard, the movie was therapeutic. Some days I miss my dad so much that I forget how lucky I am that I had 47 years to share with him and that I actually had the chance to say goodbye. And Onward brought a lot of happy memories of my dad to mind. What surprised me about Onward was how it reminded me of Disney's folly, how far we've come since 1937, and how well Onward fits into the greater catalog of Disney Pixar films. Onward is proof, once again, that Walt was right. Walt Disney gambled everything he had on Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs because he believed that animation was an art form in its own right, that with a compelling narrative, animation could support a feature-length story, and that cartoons should be more than just slapstick. Disney wanted his audience to feel a full range of emotions when watching his features. He wanted to move us. He wanted to tell us a really good story, and I think Onward meets all of those objectives. As I watched Onward, I thought back to my dad taking me to see The Fox and the Hound. Why can't Todd and Copper be friends anymore, Dad? I also thought about the first time I watched Wreck-It Ralph with my son, and we talked about the idea that you get to choose who you want to be. I thought about the first time I watched Zootopia with my goddaughter, and afterwards had a 4-year-old asking me questions about what is essentially racism between the bunnies and the foxes. I think that in that sense, Onward is a great addition to a long tradition of Disney Pixar movies with an underlying message. And as an added bonus, the characters are relatable, well-developed, and moving. Ian's uncomfortableness in his own skin and his longing to connect with a father he never knew are palpable. Laurel's love for her sons is evident and endearing, and right about the time you think Barley is simply there for comic relief, Chris Pratt delivers a depth of character we seldom get to see from him. And while Onward may not be sort of happy, feel-good Disney movie I'll go back to over and over again, I'm really happy they've made this film. I think there are some out there for whom this film will resonate deeply. And one last thing, did anybody else notice the parallels between Star-Lord's relationship with his dying mother in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 and Barley's relationship with his dad?
Yeah, but why did I like it?
Oh, dear.
Why did I like it so much?
He just fully unpacked why you liked it so much, Adam.
He did a pretty good job.
He did an excellent job.
That's a pretty good job, Nick.
Okay, I feel like he needs to replace either you or me on the podcast.
How about both of us?
Great. Nick, start your own podcast. We will bow down and move our Patreon over to you.
D with the Jankaus.
Wow.
Does that work as a title?
Nope.
It's an option.
Canadies.
Well,
how about that?
No.
Or Canadies.
Canadies.
I'm into it.
I'm processing.
The more I think about it, the more I like it. It's happening.
They are now our competitors. Well, thank you, Nick. That was a really well thought out and very beautiful email you sent.
Thank you, Nick. And thank you to everybody who sent us your feedback on Onward. Next up, Adam, we have some anniversaries to talk about.
I'm excited to celebrate.
I love celebrations. Let's start with the youngest, shall we? Turning 3 years old, released on March 17th, 2017, the live-action Beauty and the Beast.
Okay.
Oh, I did not expect that reaction.
I don't think either of us were super huge fans of this film, were we?
I really thought it was beautiful, but there was a lot I would have changed in the movie, I think.
Like turning it back into an animated film and just showing that?
Oh, no, I actually liked this movie. I thought it was up there in my ratings for live-action Disney movies.
Oh, that's good.
Remakes, anyways.
That's great.
Yeah, I thought it was beautiful. The way I thought Cinderella live action was beautiful. There were some things I would change about it, but overall I thought it was a beautiful movie.
Beautiful to look at?
Yeah.
I don't think Hermione needs to be singing.
No, that's the one thing I would change.
Is Hermione?
The biggest thing. I would remove Emma Watson and put in sort of like a young Broadway starlet or something.
Her name is Hermione.
Okay. Says the person who has not seen all of the Harry Potter movies.
I just haven't seen the last one.
Okay. Which is sort of The one you should see.
I'll get to it eventually.
Okay, great. Well, with quarantine on its way in.
Yeah. Finally, I'll make the time to see that last Harry Potter movie.
It's about time, Adam. It's about time.
All right, so live action Beauty and the Beast, 3 years old.
3 years old. Moving up in time, turning 17 years old. This one surprises me. 17 years old. Released on March 21st, 2003. Piglet's Big Movie.
I have not seen Piglet's Big Movie.
I haven't either.
That's okay. We can watch it and talk about it on here.
We have such a list of take twos that are actually take ones.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
What is that segment going to be called?
Take one.
First look.
Take one and call me in the morning.
That's great.
I like it.
Wow.
I'm a genius.
Yes.
Basically. Moving on, turning 45 years old, released on March 21st, 1975, Escape to Witch Mountain.
I have also not seen Escape to Witch Mountain, which will surprise no one because everyone knows my track record with live action films.
Terrible. It's terrible.
It is terrible.
We should definitely watch this movie. You know, it comes to thought, Adam.
Yes.
We have been talking about doing a recording with our friends over at Once Upon a Scream.
Yes.
This might be an excellent movie to watch.
What an excellent idea, Patrick.
I can't tell you enough how wise I am. I really can't.
Now, Escape to Witch Mountain, is this the Betty Davis movie?
Yes.
I love Betty Davis.
And I believe one of the Real Housewives is in this movie as well.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, I can't remember which one, though.
It's the same one who was in Halloween, right?
There was a Real Housewife in Halloween?
Yes.
Which one?
She has dark hair.
I fully believe you. I just can't remember who that would have been.
All right, so she's on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Okay.
And her name is Kyle Richards.
Oh, I didn't know she was in Halloween.
Yes, she was in
Interesting.
Halloween. And she's going to actually be in the Halloween sequel.
What?
That's coming out, I think, later this year.
Does it say who she played in Halloween? Was she just sort of like someone who got killed early on?
She'll be reprising her role as Lindsay Wallace in the next Halloween movie installment, Halloween Kills. Oh, I think she was one of the little kids that Jamie Lee Curtis was babysitting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way,
Yeah.
Matthew and I are working our way through Real Housewives of New York.
You are?
Yeah, I watched it previously, like maybe the first 3 seasons when they first aired, but now I'm going to go back and watch the whole mess.
I am there for Bethany.
I love how tame they are in the first few seasons.
Yeah, they are kind of.
And then things really hit the fan. Like, I remember the episode where they go to that island and that one housewife has a nervous breakdown.
Kelly with the jelly beans.
I can't wait, Patrick.
I know far too much about the Real Housewives.
Anyway, so that's my Real Housewives update for the week.
So happy anniversary, Escape to Witch Mountain is what we're trying to say.
Yes, yes.
Moving on, turning 59 years old, released on March 16th, 1961, The Absent-Minded Professor.
Also have not seen this one.
This one you need to see, and we need to do a take two, because it's sort of a quintessential classic live-action Disney movie.
This is Fred MacMurray.
Fred MacMurray.
My Three Sons.
My Three Sons. Turning 61 years old, released on March 19th, 1959, The Shaggy Dog.
Gosh darn it.
Oh, another movie you haven't seen.
Consarn it. Another live-action film I have not seen.
Okay, so you don't like good Disney movies, is what you're saying.
I have a problem when Disney movies get too real. You know what I mean?
Like The Shaggy Dog?
Yeah.
Too close to home.
I can't handle it.
Got it. It
Yeah.
makes sense. It makes sense.
I'm like, why am I enjoying this?
But now you have a dog. You can finally relate to the movie on a real level.
You're right.
Mm-hmm. I feel like Matthew would be a good replacement in the remake of The Shaggy Dog. Watch the movie and you'll be like, yeah, yeah, totally him.
I'm dating a dog.
Well, Penny and Matthew do share the same birthday, Adam. Coincidence?
Are you telling me they're from the same litter?
If that's what you want to hear, then that's what you want to hear.
Interesting.
Interesting. On that note, happy anniversaries. This is a real mess of an anniversary segment. The Shaggy Dog, The Absent-Minded Professor, Escape to Witch Mountain, Piglet's Big Movie, and the live-action Beauty and the Beast.
Well, 3 new trailers dropped last week, Patrick.
What?
We had the very last trailer for Black Widow, and we had the very first official trailer for The Jungle Cruise, and the very first official trailer for Disney and Pixar's Soul. So let's talk about these trailers, Patrick.
Let's chat them up.
Black Widow, go.
Can't wait.
Great.
That's it. I mean, I can't wait. Everything I've seen about this movie looks amazing.
You know what surprised me? I did a little Googling after I watched it, and I found out that this film takes place in between Captain America Civil War and Avengers Infinity War.
Yes.
I did not know that going into this. I thought it was going to be earlier on in the Marvel timeline.
I see.
But it's actually quite late.
No, yeah, it's after she's been recruited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's after Civil War, Patrick.
It is after Civil War. You're very astounded by this.
I was astounded by it.
I'm getting very, in a great way, Jason Bourne vibes.
Sure.
Only
yes.
better.
Yeah, I'm getting Jason Bourne. I'm getting G.I. Joe.
Ooh.
Especially in those snowy scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the G.I. Joe character named Snow Job?
I do.
That's what I'm getting. Snow Job. I'm getting Snow Job.
Of course, that's in
I
the back of your
also
mind.
love the fun family dynamic.
Yeah.
And Florence Pugh
Yeah.
as the sister.
Unfortunate name.
Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful actress.
Yeah, I think she's going to steal the show.
I think so too.
Yeah. Sorry, ScarJo. You are wonderful, but I think this is up to Flo. Flo is going to take the show. As I mentioned, next up we have Jungle Cruise.
Mm-hmm.
Very exciting. How did you feel about Jungle Cruise?
Getting closer to wanting to see it.
Now, see, I think this was a step backwards for me.
Oh, it was?
Especially when it came to Snakeface or whatever's going on there, because it was very Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Part 3 or 4 or whenever that happened.
Yeah. I feel like I know better what I'm getting into now.
I totally agree with that.
And
yeah.
that makes me feel more comfortable going to see the movie because I have a reasonable expectation now.
And I'm more like, because I know what I'm getting into, I'm a little bit more scared about actually seeing this movie.
That's fair. That's fair.
But Emily Blunt looks charming as all get out.
I mean...
And we saw the very first appearance of Jack Whitehall.
Yes, that's true.
As her effeminate brother, although he did not speak, but we're going to see how that plays out.
Well, as gays shouldn't do is speak, Adam. In a Disney movie.
Are we even sure he's still going to be gay in the movie?
I don't know. It's a live-action Disney movie, so who can say?
They could have edited out to nothing.
It's true. It's true. But I'm loving more and more Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Uh-huh.
I'm finding him more charming as time goes on.
Would you say you want a spelunk in his rocks?
I would not say that. I am not attracted to men of that stature and physique.
Okay.
It just doesn't do it for me. I don't want to be broken down. Do you know what I mean?
Think how easily he could just pick you up.
I mean, that actually is kind of exciting.
Probably just like with one hand.
Yeah. But like for a minute, for like a flash in the pan.
Okay.
Yeah. Long term, though, I think that would just be exhausting.
I heard he's a power bottom.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, now I'm in. Now I'm back in. Back on board. No, I think this movie is gonna pack some surprises that we will both enjoy. But I have a feeling that we're right to sort of temper our expectations for it.
I think that's so smart to say. Temper your expectations, everybody. I'm definitely getting Indiana Jones meets Pirates of the Caribbean.
Meets Anaconda.
Oh no.
Starring Jennifer Lopez.
Meets Anaconda. Yeah. Yeah.
Who knows? I think we are in need of just a silly movie, though. Not that this is going to be like slapstick comedy, but it's going to be silly. It's going to be whimsical. It's going to be not set in reality. The way The Mummy, starring Brendan Fraser, that franchise was sort of want to do.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I would be all in for that. You know, I read a really interesting comment on Twitter, and someone said that they hope that this kind of kicks off a Adventurers Club.
Oh, interesting.
Type universe.
It's time for that to be resurrected, I think.
It'd be really exciting to see those characters brought back to life in a cinematic form.
That is such a great point.
So maybe we'll get an Adventurers Club universe.
Temper your expectations, Adam. But maybe.
Or we'll get Anaconda. And last but not least, Patrick, we had the very first official trailer for Disney and Pixar's Soul.
Oh, man. I am so excited for this movie. The animation looks next level beautiful.
I love the retro aspects to the animation, particularly when they're in the portion where the new souls are being trained.
Yes.
And like the teachers are kind of like line drawings. It looks phenomenal.
Yeah, for sure.
And I was worried that this was going to be too close to Inside Out. And now having seen this trailer, I'm like, it's absolutely not Inside Out.
No, I don't think it's going to be anything along those lines. It's going to be something brand new, something very unexpected that we haven't seen before, which excites me beyond belief.
It looks gorgeous. The story sounds fantastic. It sounds funny. And you know it's going to be touching.
And let's just say it, it's very exciting that Pixar and Disney in general is leaning more into a movie that is heavily centered around a diverse cast universe.
Yes, Jamie Foxx is playing the first human African-American character for Pixar.
Oh my gosh, is that correct?
Yes.
That can't be true.
Lead character.
Lead character.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, boy, oh boy.
Out of the three, this is definitely the one I'm most excited for.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. What about you?
I think this and Black Widow are tied for me for very different reasons.
Why? They seem like they're the same film.
Don't they?
Yeah. Well, let's hope that all of these movies are able to open on their scheduled opening date. And just so you all know out there, Black Widow opens domestically on May 1st, 2020. Jungle Cruise opens domestically on July 24th, 2020. And Soul opens domestically on June 19th, 2020.
What an exciting summer we have ahead of us.
We're never going to leave the theater.
Or our houses, maybe. Who knows?
Just upload them to Disney Plus and let us all stay indoors, please.
Well, speaking of upcoming movies, Adam,
Yes.
we should say that our original plan in 2 episodes from now
Yes.
was to do a spoiler-free review of the movie Mulan.
The live-action remake of the classic
Yes,
Disney film Mulan.
the highly anticipated classic movie Mulan,
Yes.
which is now pushed back indefinitely.
We have no idea when it's coming out.
We have no idea. Disney released a statement saying that they are holding off on releasing the movie. I think that's smart to do. Safety first, everybody. But they did also follow up saying they do not know when the new release date will be. It is undetermined as of yet.
All of that to say that Patrick and I have decided that we're going to take it upon ourselves to guess what the live-action movie of Mulan is going to be.
I like
and
this.
we're going to perform it on the podcast.
What a treat for nobody.
For me.
Here's what we should do instead, Adam.
What?
In 2 episodes from now,
Yes.
let's do a take 2 of the original Disney animated Mulan.
Going back to the classic.
In solidarity with the original release date for the live-action Mulan.
I think people will love this because everyone loves Mulan.
Everyone loves us.
Everyone loves us. And it will give us an opportunity to go back to Mulan 1.0
Yeah.
before we see Mulan 1.5.
1.5. I'm going to call it Mulan 6. It's going to be that much better. Mulan 6.0.
It's actually called Mulan Judgment Day.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, things get brutal.
Did you know that Christina Aguilera is coming back to record a new song for the movie?
She's already done it, and you
Has
can
come
hear
back.
it.
Yeah, has come back.
Yes. I knew it.
I did not know that until Ben from Once Upon a Scream informed me of that.
Yes.
So exciting. And I believe, didn't she re-record Reflections?
She did.
Oh, I have not heard it yet. Did you listen to it?
I have not.
Okay.
I've been saving it all for the movie.
So maybe our next episode should be our reactions to the re-recording of Reflections, a full episode.
Yeah, don't people like record themselves watching a reaction to a trailer?
It's kind of the new thing. A lot of vocal teachers are YouTubing themselves watching these epic vocal performances and then judging them live.
Wow, I would never watch that.
It's actually really fascinating to watch.
Yeah.
It's very pretentious for sure,
Yeah.
but it's also fascinating.
That's why I'm surprised that we're not doing it. Marmalade?
Well, our 100th episode is coming up, Adam. Maybe we record ourselves watching Piglet's big movie
And critiquing
and
it?
critiquing Piglet. Piglet's acting in Piglet's big movie.
That choice of pink, I don't know. I don't know.
Piglet needs to edit.
Before you leave the house, take one thing off, Piglet.
He would be naked.
That scarf has to go.
So that is just a little insight to how Gaze to the D is reacting to coronavirus 2020.
Yep, we're not seeing live action Mulan, and we're going to watch the animated film instead.
I'm going to make so much popcorn.
It'll be delightful.
We're going to drink so much whiskey. Maybe we should record ourselves watching it.
Oh, that's going to get messy.
Very messy. That's why we should record ourselves watching it, Adam.
Keeping with the theme of coronavirus, Patrick.
Oh, great.
I'd just like to take this opportunity to bring up the fact that we had a completely different feature segment for this episode.
It's true.
Which we are unable to do this week.
That's true.
Circumstances did not work in our favor.
Schedules have shifted, and that's okay.
That's okay, but what we're doing instead is very exciting and very fun, I think.
Me too.
But just know that we pulled this together very quickly, and you're going to like it.
Oh, wow.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. It's basically a long quickie for us.
It's a long, quick deed.
We have no idea what's going to happen in the feature segment, but buckle up, folks. It's going to get real.
I'm sure they're on the edge of their seats. They're like, yeah, just move it along.
Move it along. Do you know what our Tweedledees should do while they're just passing the time through our main segment?
What's that?
Write us some questions for our upcoming Questions and Peter Panthers episode.
That's a fantastic idea.
For those who may not know, we have a recurring segment called Questions and Peter Pantsers, where we invite you, our Tweedledees, to ask us anything. Ask us personal questions, ask us questions about Disney, ask us personal questions about Flynn Rider, whatever you need to do, whatever you want to know. Write into us. Adam gagged a little bit at that last option.
Just when you feel like you're going to throw up just a little bit?
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Oh, dear. Because of Flynn Rider?
Because of you with Flynn Rider.
Oh, I think a lot of viewers, no, you're right, would never want to see that. You're right. Okay. Got it. Well, Adam, tell people where they can send their questions.
You can send us your questions via social media. That's Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter to GDTD Podcast.
Or you can always send us an email or our favorite method, a voice memo to info@gaysdothed.com.
Let us hear your voices.
We love it. It's one of our favorite things.
Please contribute.
We can't do all the work over here.
It's a lot of talking. And yes, we could do less talking.
Could we? More singing.
Is that even having a podcast if you talk less?
No, I think that's just a blog.
You're right.
Yeah.
Send us your questions, please.
All that to say, send us your questions. Speaking of talking, Adam.
Yes.
Let's talk some more about the news.
Fantastic. The coronavirus continues to be a serious threat, with the World Health Organization now recognizing the illness as a pandemic. In an effort to mitigate the effects of the virus, every Disney park worldwide is temporarily closed. Disney Cruise Line has temporarily suspended new departures, and Adventures by Disney has canceled a number of trips. For more information on Disney Cruise Line's cancellations, visit disneycruise.com, and for more information regarding Adventures by Disney's cancellations, visit adventuresbydisney.com. As we typically do, we'll focus on the domestic resorts. First up, Disneyland Resort has closed Disneyland Park and Disney California Adventure, as well as the resort's hotels, through March 31st, 2020. As of this recording, Downtown Disney is remaining open. However, Disney is monitoring the ongoing situation and will make adjustments to Downtown Disney's operating schedule as necessary. Also, as of this recording, Disneyland has not addressed if annual passes will be extended by the number of days the parks will be closed, or if some other type of compensation will be offered. As for Walt Disney World Resort, the Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Disney's Hollywood Studios, and Disney's Animal Kingdom are all closed through March 31st, 2020. As of this recording, Walt Disney World Resort hotels remain open, as well as Disney Springs, but again, that may change. As for Typhoon Lagoon, any guesses, anyone? We have not heard about Typhoon Lagoon.
Oh, dear.
Unexpired multi-day theme park tickets with unused days or date-specific theme park tickets with a start date on or before March 31st, 2020 will automatically be extended to use any date through December 15th, 2020. If guests are unable to visit by December 15th, 2020, guests may apply the value of a wholly unused ticket toward the purchase of a ticket for a future date. Guests who have purchased tickets for Disney After Hours, Disney Villains After Hours, and Disney Early Morning Magic from March 16th, 2020 through March 31st, 2020 will automatically be refunded. Florida resident Discover Disney tickets may be used through July 31st, 2020. Walt Disney World annual passes will be extended by the number of days the parks are closed, March 16th, 2020 through March 31st, 2020. The following information, I believe, will apply to both Disneyland Resort and Walt Disney World Resort bookings. Guests who have not checked in for stays between March 16th, 2020 through March 31st, 2020 may modify or cancel their Disney Resort room reservation or Walt Disney Travel Company package up to their original check-in date. If no action is taken, Disney will automatically process a refund to the original form of payment within 7 days of the original check-in date. If you did not book through Disney directly, please contact your travel professional. Disney will also waive all Disney-imposed change and cancellation fees up to the date of check-in through June 30th, 2020. All prepaid dining and experience reservations will automatically be refunded if scheduled between March 16th, 2020 through March 31st, 2020. Reservations made at locations impacted by the closure will not be charged a cancellation or no-show fee. If you booked your visit to Disneyland Resort through the Walt Disney Travel Company and have any questions regarding your visit, please call 714-520-5050. If you booked your visit to the Walt Disney World Resort through the Walt Disney Travel Company and have any questions regarding your visit, please call 407-939-5277. Patrick, some good news out of all of this is that Disney cast members will still be paid during the closure.
I love that.
And Disneyland Resort will be donating excess food inventory during the closure to Secondhand Harvest Food Bank of Orange County.
It should be noted that they already do that, but they made an extra point of saying we are going to continue to do that using the new safety guidelines, which is still amazing. Thank goodness that Disney has that in their thoughts right now.
And think how much extra food Secondhand Harvest Food Bank is going to get.
I can't even imagine. I hope that they release that number after this all has sort of settled down.
I'm sure they will. I know this is a really odd time for Disney fans, having all of the parks closed worldwide. Last week, Disney Executive Chairman Bob Iger stated that the company is, quote, sobered by the coronavirus spread, but he also noted that the company is, quote, incredibly resilient and has been through a lot in terms of wars, economic downturn, and disasters in the past. So just hang in there, everybody. We'll get those parks reopened, and we'll all be able to experience the Disney magic very soon once again.
Well said, Adam. I think all kidding aside, as we are wont to do, is to joke and laugh through things like this. It is a serious topic that we are addressing, and it needs to be addressed for sure. I think we should also just say, I don't know if this is out of turn or not, but like we do plan to be here as a Disney community for all of our Tweedledees out there and just for each other as well, because we can't have that magic, and you as guests wanting to go to the parks can't have that magic. So hopefully we can still continue to bring you some weekly magic to your eardrums.
Absolutely. And it's so important to keep reminding ourselves that the reason this is being done is precautionary. It's making sure that those that are more susceptible to the coronavirus won't be exposed to the illness.
Right. Clearly, we're not doctors here, but it seems that the overwhelming science that I've been reading anyways is about mitigating.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And so, well done, Disney, for getting on board pretty quickly, whereas a lot of businesses, I think, are going to be a little late to the game. They are ahead of the game right now. So I say well done, Disney. Thank you for watching out for us. Before jumping into this next story, Adam, I have to tell you, it's weird talking about Parks News because we don't know when we're actually going to see this Parks News come to fruition.
Right. I was thinking about next week's episode, and I'm like, is there even going to be a news segment?
No, there is. Let's be positive.
Okay.
Well, moving on, Adam.
It goes against every fiber of my being.
I know. I'm here for you. I'm here for you, Adam.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Disneyland recently added a little extra pixie dust for its annual pass holes with their new AP Magic benefits. New benefits include an extra hour to ride select attractions after the park closes on select dates throughout the year, pass holder exclusive times to view shows and meet characters, ability to purchase tickets to special events before the general public, exclusive food, beverage, and merchandise, and discounts on dining, shopping, and Disneyland hotel stays. According to the Disneyland website, more benefits will be added throughout the year. To learn more about the perks of being a Disneyland annual pass holder, head over to disneyland.disney.go.com/APMagic or follow the Disneyland annual pass holders Facebook page. So 2 things strike me about this story, Adam.
Yes.
A, this feels like a clear response to the recent price increases that happened over tickets and annual passes.
Yes, God.
Yes, good. And B, I'm kind of surprised that these weren't already benefits that came with the annual pass, because Disney World has been offering all of that and more, I will say, for a while now. Although that annual pass does come with a little bit of a higher price tag.
Sure.
Also, now that I'm thinking about it, see, they need to change their website name. That is a lot. Disneyland.disney.go.com/APMagic. That's a lot. That's a lot of dots.
I bet if you just type in disneyland.com/apmagic, it'll take you there.
There's your positivity.
I'm a real boy.
Look at you.
Last week, Disney Executive Chairman Bob Iger announced that Walt Disney Archives founder and Disney legend Dave Smith would be honored with the highest honor that Disneyland Resort bestows, a tribute window on Main Street, USA.
Aww.
Dave Smith was hired by Roy O. Disney in 1970 and was responsible for growing the archives from a simple one-person department to a model among corporate archives, becoming the final authority on all matters of Disney history in the process. According to D23, Dave Smith wrote extensively on Disney history. He is the author of the official Disney encyclopedia, Disney A to Z, now in its 5th edition. With Kevin Neary, he co-authored 4 volumes of the Ultimate Disney Trivia Book. With Stephen Clark, he co-wrote Disney, The First 100 Years, and he edited The Quotable Walt Disney. Dave also wrote introductions to a number of other Disney books. Dave retired in 2010 after his 40th anniversary with the Walt Disney Company and continued working for the next 9 years as a consultant for the company with the title of Chief Archivist Emeritus. He passed away in 2019. Dave's window will be unveiled on June 22nd, 2020, which marks the 50th anniversary of the Walt Disney Archives founding.
I love this story because this man, we've talked about him before on the podcast, is such an amazing person with such a rich history with Disney.
Yes, his legacy will serve generations to come when it comes to Disney history.
For sure. And for all you sort of entrepreneurs out there, this man is the quintessential story of someone who saw a need for a job and ran with it and became so successful with it. Such a wonderful story.
And now he's getting a window on Main Street, USA.
So, I mean, cute is not the right word, but like it's
cute.
It's so beautiful.
He was a cute guy.
Aww.
He was a cute guy.
It's such a lovely cherry on top of the sundae.
You know, not to take the spotlight away from Dave, Patrick, but what do you think our windows, when we're finally honored
wow.
by Disney, what are our Main Street USA windows going to be?
I don't know, but I imagine a rock being thrown through it.
Many rocks.
Many rocks.
Bricks.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson just thrown through a window.
Yes, please.
The mediumly anticipated live-action Peter Pan movie, Peter Pan and Wendy, has found its Peter Pan and Wendy.
Thank God.
Thank goodness. Alexander Maloney will play Peter Pan. Maloney can be seen in The Reluctant Landlord, and he played Claude in the Disney Junior TV show, Claude.
He sure did. I didn't see it.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh, wow, you liked it. But nope, you didn't know.
I didn't see it.
Got it. Newcomer Ever Anderson, love that name, will play Wendy. Anderson is also lined up to play the younger version of Natasha Romanov in Marvel's Black Widow for Disney+.
She's Mila Jojovich's daughter. Isn't that how you say it? Mila Jovovich?
Nope, but you are correct. Speaking of Disney Plus, Adam, not your terrible pronunciation of
Jovovich?
Closer.
Okay.
It was previously speculated that this latest version of Peter Pan would be released on Disney Plus, but sources now say it will have a full theatrical release. Pete's Dragon director David Lowery is set to direct the new movie. Lowery also co-wrote the script alongside Toby Halbrooks. They both also wrote Pete's Dragon. The film will be produced by Jim Whittaker, who also produced Timmy Failure, Mistakes Were Made, A Wrinkle in Time, Pete's Dragon, and, strangely, 8 Mile.
It fits right in with the rest of those films.
It fits right in. I'm hoping that Eminem will have a cameo in this movie.
I'd like to see the kids rap. Maybe Peter Pan will be like a hardcore rapper.
You almost said rapist, didn't you?
No. I just couldn't figure out what you call a rapper, but I guess it's a rapper.
It's a rapper,
right?
a rap artist.
A rap artist. Is Eminem, I mean, there's been some homophobic comments.
I think he's come out against himself in that. Actually, he's corrected his statements.
No, he's still a nightmare.
I think he's beautiful, though.
Oh.
I'm very attracted to Eminem.
Can we talk about how young the kids are?
We can.
They were surprisingly young to me when I saw this story.
But I love that. I think that they should be young. It's all about youth and innocence. What?
I love how emphatic you were with that. Like,
Oh.
you were very sincere. I appreciate it.
I love Peter Pan. It's one of my very favorite stories.
Yeah.
That sort of well, pardon the pun, pans all
Yeah.
media. Like it's a million movies are made, a million books are made.
Yeah.
It's such a really loved story. So stop besmirching it, Adam.
All I know is this is a pandemic I'm in favor of.
Oh, wow.
Disney has acquired the rights to Peter Jackson's Beatles documentary, The Beatles Get Back. The film will premiere in theaters in the US and Canada on September 4th, 2020, and focuses on the recording of the band's final album, Let It Be. Peter Jackson, who is best known for the Lord of the Rings trilogy, worked on the film with cooperation from Paul McCartney, Ringo Starr, Yoko Ono Lennon, and Olivia Harrison. According to The Hollywood Reporter's March 11th, 2020 article, Jackson pulled from 55 hours of unreleased footage of the band filmed by Michael Lindsay Hogg in 1969 and 140 hours of largely unheard audio recordings from the Let It Be album sessions. The Beatles Get Back also will feature footage of the band's final live concert as a group, their rooftop performance on London's Savile Row. Lindsay Hogg directed the original Let It Be film, which was shot in 1969 but not released until 1970 after the Beatles had officially broken up. Disney says a fully restored version of the original Let It Be film will be released at a later date. Of the documentary, Peter Jackson said, "Working on this project has been a joyous discovery. I've been privileged to be a fly on the wall while the greatest band of all time works, plays, and creates masterpieces. I'm thrilled that Disney has stepped up as our distributor. There's no one better to have our movie seen by the greatest number of people." Are you a Beatles fan, Patrick?
I am a Beatles fan. I am a huge Beatles fan.
There aren't that many out there.
Yeah, it turns out. It strikes me that Get Back would be a good anthem for coronavirus. Get back.
Oh, I see. You're pushing someone away.
18 inches or more.
I like making any kind of social statement into a song.
Are you a Beatles fan, Adam?
I had some dalliances with the Beatles in the past. Mostly in college.
Wow.
Yeah. But I don't listen to them on a regular basis.
Okay.
But Ringo is obviously my favorite.
I mean, that's just clear.
Yeah.
Avengers Campus in Disney California Adventure now has an opening date of July 18th. And with that, Disney has released new and updated information re-Asgarding the new land.
Don't.
I mean,
every episode lately, you're pulling this crap.
It's so good.
Upsetting.
It's so good. Let's start with my favorite topic, food. We have a little new info, pun intended, on the PIM test kitchen. You hate me so much. As you enter the test kitchen, the ceiling hints at the quantum tunnel, and a conveyor belt will carry pretzels that go from normal-sized to enormous. A few menu items are the Pimini sandwich with toasted focaccia served individually or as a huge family-style sandwich. Did you like that pun, Adam? Because I didn't write it.
I did. I enjoyed it more.
Wow.
More clever.
Wow. And the not-so-little chicken sandwich with oversized crispy breaded chicken breast on a shrunken bun. Now, I prefer oversized buns. Do you know what I mean?
You like big get back. That refers to the last story we did.
That was almost clever.
A combination of Sir Mix-a-Lot and the Beatles.
There it is.
That everyone's been waiting for.
Sir Beatles a lot.
Yeah. Where's the pun this time?
Oh, boy. Next door to the test kitchen will be the PIM Tasting Lab, which focuses on adult beverages and snacks. Drinks will focus mainly on craft beers on tap that are poured with a reverse draft system, which fills it from the bottom up. Snacks will include bite-sized items like sweet and savory popped grains, mini pretzels, and honey roasted nuts. If you are like Tony Stark and crave shawarma after an epic battle, the outdoor vending cart Shawarma Palace is the place to go. They will serve shawarma with garlic sauce and an impossible plant-based shawarma. Another food cart, Terran Treats, will serve intergalactic treats like the Cosmic Cream Orb, shaped like an infinity stone and filled with raspberry cheesecake mousse, and a variety of churro-like sweet spiral rotations, which is my new drag name. Moving on to my second favorite topic, Tom Holland,
Oh,
aka Spider-Man. The new Spider-Man attraction will be called Web Slingers, a Spider-Man adventure.
I don't like that title.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
It's a lot. It's asking a lot of me.
Why?
Web Slingers, a Spider-Man adventure?
Yeah.
I don't think I like the web slingers part.
Oh, okay. Well, let's finish my news story, Adam, before you interject one more time.
I have a couple more things I want to get to.
And cutting you off.
Okay.
As mentioned in previous news segments, the attraction has guests attending an open house at the Worldwide Engineering Brigade, or WEB, where they will test out the new Web Slinger vehicle. During the test, Spider-Bots escape, and you must help Spider-Man capture them. The attraction will feature 3D effects and virtual environments, as well as physical and practical sets. The vehicle will detect body movements and gestures, allowing guests to reach out their hands and sling webs like Spider-Man. Of course, no new land would be complete without a merch stop. Web suppliers will sell Marvel costumes, headwear, drinkware, patches, pins, and Spider-Bots. Also, previously reported, you will have the chance to meet your favorite heroes like Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, General Okoye from Wakanda, Captain America, Black Panther, Black Widow, and more. This is all in part of Phase 1 for the Avengers Campus. No word yet on when we can officially expect to see a rollout of Phase 2.
I'm excited, Patrick.
That's a real turnaround from what you were exclaiming before.
I can put aside the truly awful name of the Spider-Man attraction.
Oh, okay.
I can still be excited.
Well, that's good. Thank you so much for that, Adam. Disney thanks you. Adam O'Hummel.
Patrick.
Oh, it's just Patrick. It's just Patrick, I guess. Adam, it's time for another main segment.
Yes.
And as we said before, we find ourselves in a predicament.
We're in a sticky situation.
A sticky situation in which we pulled a random topic out of our hat.
Yeah.
Earlier this morning.
Thank you for saying hat.
Well, you pulled it out of somewhere else. I
Yeah.
pulled it out of a hat because I'm classy.
Yeah.
And we came up with a new topic, Adam.
This might be a one-off segment. And I have to say, Patrick, we didn't come up with this. This was
No.
actually submitted by a Tweedledee.
It's true. Full disclosure, do you know who that Tweedledee was, Adam?
I don't. I was going back through our DMs and I couldn't find out who it was.
Tweedledee, let us know who you were. You sent us a wonderful suggestion.
Yeah.
And we are stealing it, frankly.
Yeah, I'm so sorry I don't remember your name.
But let us know who you are. We want to give you full credit if you remember who you are. We're going to have like 89 people be like, it was me. It was totally me.
Like we have 89 listeners, please.
No, it's going to be 86 people instead.
Yeah.
No, it's going to be 6. It's going to be 6 people. But the topic brought up to us, suggested to us,
Yes.
was please talk about things that you haven't done at Disney yet.
Like, shame ourselves publicly.
Shame ourselves publicly, it's true.
Yeah.
Though Adam and I have collectively been to Disney 107 times, there are still things that we have not done in Disney.
Some of them by choice.
Some major things.
Some of them
By
just
force.
because- By force. Who has the time?
We've been asked not to do them.
We've been escorted from some, trying to get into them.
So we are starting a new segment. This might be the only time we do it, though.
Right.
Who knows? But Adam, tell the folks what we decided our new title is for this main segment.
Okay, let me warm up my neck because this
I know
requires
it's a
some
little
head-
hard to say.
It requires some head isolations
Yeah,
too.
you got to do a hula hoop around the neck.
All right, so the title of this segment is "Oh No, We Disn't."
I'm regretting our title already.
No, I love it. "Oh No, We Disn't."
Oh, no, we didn't.
Referring to the fact that we haven't done these attractions or restaurants,
Yes.
or shows.
Yes, it's true. And sort of in homage to our Fab 5 segment, we have each listed 5 sort of larger Disney attractions, shows, restaurants, what have you,
Yeah.
that we have not experienced in Disney World specifically.
Yes, we're focusing on Disney World, and now is the time that I admit to you that I have 8.
Great.
So hopefully we'll have some crossover and I'll be able to cut as we go.
So you have an exemptional 8.
Oh.
I don't know what else to call that.
Actually, Patrick, there's a lot on my list
Oh,
that I have not done.
there are tons of things that I have not done, but I listed maybe the most embarrassing things that I haven't done yet.
Me too, me too.
Okay, great.
But there's 8 of them.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I feel confident that you may have done all of the things on my list.
Oh, you think so?
I think so. Maybe save for one of them.
Well, this will lead to a delightful conversation then, because we'll be able to either shame each other for the things that we haven't done, or we'll be able to kind of encourage each other to do the thing that we have not done.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll be a delightful conversation, but it will be a conversation.
Okay,
let's just temper. Remember what we're talking
That's good.
about?
Yep, you're right.
Temper your expectations, folks.
This is going to be awful.
Yeah. So you have 8, so maybe you should dive in first.
No, you should go first, because then that could cross off one of my 8, and then I can just move on emotionally from that.
Oh, but I think all of mine are going to be on your list. So maybe I'll start with one that I think may not be on your list.
Okay, let's start. Oh, no, we didn't.
Well, Adam, no, I didn't. Nope, that doesn't fit.
Still works. I love it.
Grammatically, it doesn't really make sense, but here we go. I have never been to Tom Sawyer Island in the Magic Kingdom.
Okay, samesies. We know this. Yeah.
Crossover.
Yeah.
Was that on your list, though?
It was not on my list.
Oh, okay.
Because I have brought it up a couple of times in the podcast.
Oh.
So I've kind of avoided things that I may have already previously brought up.
I didn't do that, Adam.
Like Enchanted Tales with Belle. So just know that I'm not going to mention that now, even though I just mentioned it.
You haven't done that. Was that on your list then?
No, I
Cross it off. Oh
I
my
mean,
gosh.
It was one of my 8, but it's off.
Have
now
you been to Disney World? Because you have a lot of things.
Yeah. Okay, so Tom Sawyer Island.
Tom Sawyer Island.
This is a biggie. This is a biggie.
Is a biggie. It has been around since day 1, I believe. In Disney World opening day.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Shameful.
Do you think you're ever going to do it?
I don't know. Here's the thing. I feel like it's just a big litter box for kids.
And you've kind of alluded to this in the past.
Yeah, I
you're
don't
afraid
know.
It's going to be pee smelly.
Yeah, I think so. There is, I hear, a cute little restaurant on it. Not a restaurant, but like a quick service situation.
Aunt Polly's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's open occasionally.
Okay.
Mostly during like heavy traffic times.
Heavy pee flow times. Okay.
Do you know why I haven't done this?
Because you like yourself?
Well, maybe that.
Okay.
But also because there's no bridge to it, which I know is part of its charm, quote unquote. But I don't want to take the time to take like a boat across.
You're trapped on that island for a while.
Yeah, so I don't want to have to deal with that. I just want to be able to go and then come back of my own accord. I don't want to have to like wait for another boat.
I think I need to experience this though, because I'm in a place now where I've sort of done a lot.
Yes.
Although there are at least 5 things that I have not done on my list, but I've done a lot, and I think I can slow down on my vacations now, and may as well take the time to experience all of Disney, right?
Absolutely. And I'm on board for it. I'm in the same position that you are, that we've been enough now that we need to experience this treasure.
Slow down. You move too fast.
Yeah.
You got to make Tom Sawyer last.
Take a break.
You didn't like that?
At Aunt Polly's, and then sit in one of those rocking chairs and just take a load off and look at the people passing by and
take a load off, Sally.
Take a load off, Sally.
I'm just going to get in as many musical references as I can during this main segment.
I know there are many of our listeners that are big fans of Tom Sawyer Island.
Oh, a lot of people are. A fun fact is that they used to do a thing where if you found a hidden paintbrush on the island, you could turn that in and get yourself an extra fast pass.
That would get me over there, probably.
They've since stopped doing that, though, Adam.
Can you imagine how adorable it would be to see me yanking a paintbrush out of a kid's hand?
So cute.
Like, it's mine.
Just so cute.
Yeah, they don't need that. I need it.
I know you do.
Who's older? Who can't stand in line as long?
Right.
Me.
Yeah. You need things in your life, Adam, to keep you happy.
Well, no, I just need fast passes.
It's just that you don't have a lot in your life right now going on for you, that you need those extra magic moments.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah, so good for you.
Thank you.
But you can't have that because they don't do it anymore.
I know.
All right, let's move on to your one of 87 things you haven't done in Disney World.
8, although we're down by 2 now because Tom Sawyer Island is crossed off my list.
Check mark.
As is Enchanted Tales with Belle.
Check mark.
Because I mentioned it.
You have to go see that. It's so good.
I know.
It's so
good. I'll get there. And I suppose, I'm just guessing that Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique doesn't count because it's only for children, right?
I don't know that you can experience that.
But I really want to.
We've been inside of it though, haven't we? I feel like we ducked our heads inside and it was adorable.
Oh, I've been inside it.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been inside it.
All right.
Patrick, all I want is that glitter bun. Okay.
I know you do.
Okay, so here we go. So here's my first, oh no, I didn't, selection. And it is Princess Fairy Tale Hall in Fantasyland in the Magic Kingdom.
Oh, I actually have never done this as well.
I am beginning to embrace face character meet and greets.
I was going to say, this doesn't surprise me that
Right.
it is on your list.
Right.
However, I feel like we could make this happen.
I think so. Here's what's kind of turning me off of it.
Okay.
Is the fact that there's always going to be a queue for it because it's incredibly popular.
It is
right?
very popular.
And I don't think the pictures are that big of a payoff. Like, I don't like the wood paneling behind the princesses.
Oh, my goodness.
And I don't like the heavy drapes. Like, let's adapt a modern aesthetic and like do like maybe a white wall.
You've never been more gay than you are right now.
What about like a white wall, Patrick, and like a nice potted plant, but like in kind of like a neutral or maybe a blush type planter.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of really clean and minimalist.
Not a terracotta plant.
No.
Okay.
But like something lighter and like blush.
Great.
And then like remove the curtains, and then like out of the window you maybe see a cityscape, like a Montreal or maybe a Vancouver would be beautiful.
Okay, so we can remove this from Imagine Queering, this attraction, because you have just gayed it up so much.
Listen, I'd love to meet the princesses.
Rapunzel especially, and Tiana.
Tiana. Yeah, I'd love to meet them all, but those backgrounds are very unattractive to me.
Okay.
So it's not worth it. Plus, I don't like the idea of like going from princess to princess and like, you know, they're in those little like nooks. So like they're right next to each other and they're like little quote unquote sets. And it's just very uncomfortable to me, that kind of like, what is it? Like a kind of like factory style setup of like, get them through, people.
A turnstile situation. Yeah.
Like one after the other. So I don't know.
Do you find that you gay it up a little bit when you meet a woman character specifically?
How high of a number can I give you? 100 bajillion percent. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, you make it light, you make it bright, you make it gay for those female characters.
I want them to feel not threatened by me.
Correct.
And so instantly I'm like, oh, Rapunzel, you know, like.
I love that you feel that you are threatening at all.
I'm incredibly big and scary.
You are as threatening as the ghost of Christmas Present in Mickey's Christmas Carol.
Mr. Nachios?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, he's very large.
Well, that's not what I meant.
Very large.
Okay.
So,
oh, dear.
I feel like I'm the brunt of a fat joke
well,
now.
Now I'm regretting all of my decisions.
So why have you never done this?
I actually don't know. I think I just have never been with anyone else who wants to do it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do it alone.
Sure.
Because I'm very intimidating physically. I couldn't even get out the sentence. People run when they see me.
Yeah.
Because they're afraid I'm going to throw a vodka soda in their face. I don't know. I'm not intimidating at all.
I think the princesses would love us. So we should try to do this the next time we're in Fantasyland together.
Okay, let's do it.
Deal?
Or no deal. Remember that show?
I do. I think Meghan Markle was on it, wasn't she?
Oh my goodness. What?
I think she was. Yeah, I think she was one of the models with the cases.
Oh,
Wasn't
I didn't
that
know
Deal
that.
or No Deal?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was that show, yeah.
All right.
With
yeah.
Howie Mandel?
Yeah.
Who has germophobia.
He does.
That's not the right term, is it? Germophobia?
I think so. Germophobia?
He's afraid of germs.
Germaphobe.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Great. We go down a lot of rabbit holes in this episode, Adam, don't we?
That's what I love about this episode. All right, Patrick. Well, what's your next? Oh, no, you didn't.
Well, speaking of germaphobes, Adam,
Where's this going?
You'll find out.
Okay.
I've never been in the Hall of Presidents. President Trump's a germaphobe. That's where I was going with that.
What, Patrick?
I've never been in the Hall of Presidents.
Why not?
Why would I guess is the real question.
Listen, before the current president was added, it was a delightful attraction.
Oh, I did not know that.
It's so great. I mean, don't go now, but don't go now. It's kind of ruined now.
We have to talk to our friends Ben and Amanda because they were just in Disney World because they were closing out their annual pass basically, and they went on Hall of Presidents for the first time, and they were not impressed at all by it.
What?
I don't know, man.
Oh my gosh, I think it's fantastic.
And you know me, I love history. I love nostalgia.
Yeah.
I actually am really fascinated by a lot of our past presidents. Mm-hmm. This attraction just has nothing fascinating for me. I don't know what it is. There's something about it that repels me.
I get it.
Thank you.
And I'm going to allow this.
Okay.
Because I think there's another attraction that you should see in place of this, and that's the American Adventure, should you ever wish to choose that, and that's in the American Pavilion at Epcot.
Yes. I've heard that may be a better alternative to go see.
A similar type of show, but the American Adventure is far more dramatic and kind of epic compared to the Hall of Presidents, so I'm going to allow this to pass.
Okay, to be fair, though, I've been with you to Disney World many times,
Yes.
and not once have we gone into the Hall of Presidents.
Well, it's a commitment.
Yeah.
You know, it's a time commitment.
When was the last time you were in the Hall of Presidents, Adam?
Pre-Trump.
Okay.
Yep. So
Pre-Obama?
Nope. I saw President Obama in there, but I just can't after President Trump, unfortunately.
How do you feel about our current president, Adam? I don't know. To all you Tweedleys out there, this is now a political podcast.
Listen, regardless of where you fall politically, I think we can all agree that at this point, I can't see how Hall of Presidents can survive much longer.
Oh.
It seems like they need to find a way to kind of revamp that attraction or maybe just focus on the greats.
Make it a musical. Make it a drag show.
Well, why not? Lincoln and drag?
Yes.
Hot.
Well, wasn't Hoover known to cross-dress?
Hoover liked to cross-dress.
Okay,
yeah.
so there's your tie-in right there.
I love it. Hoover as a narrator in maybe like a slinky negligee.
Presidents, start your engines. And may the best first lady win.
All right, Tony, that's at Anthony of Agrabah on Instagram. You have your assignment for this episode.
Amazing.
All right. Yeah, well, that makes sense. That makes sense, especially in the kind of divisive political environment we're in now.
To be fair, though, that's not even part of it. I just don't have any interest in this attraction.
Oh, you hate our country and you hate our country's history.
That's exactly what it is.
Okay.
That's exactly what I said.
I like how I distill it down to like the very essence of
Thank
what
you
you're
so much
talking
for boiling
about.
it down to what I really meant.
All right, Patrick. Okay. All right. I see you, Patrick.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I'm going to stay in the Magic Kingdom for my second one.
Good.
Actually, a lot of these are in the Magic Kingdom.
Samesies.
Is it because there's just so much to do in the Magic Kingdom? Is
Actually,
that why?
now that I'm saying that, only 2 of them were.
So you're lying to me.
I am
That's
a
what you're telling
liar.
me.
I edited as we went on.
But this is a big one, and one that I'm kind of ashamed to admit, is that I have never eaten a meal or spent a considerable amount of time in Cosmic Ray's Starlight Cafe.
You, my friend, are missing out.
Am I?
Yes.
I hear the food is not so good there.
Oh, the food in
yeah.
Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, it's not great. But
yeah, as a whole.
I get it. I just popped in to like take a peek at Sunny Eclipse.
Yeah.
You know, and then I popped out. I'm like, that's good.
Okay.
But this is beloved. Like, people beloved it.
Yeah.
And
people beloved it.
People beloved it. Yeah.
Is that a sentence?
No.
Okay.
Patrick, this segment is called Oh No We Disn't.
It's true. We are flying off
How
the
dare
seats
you?
of everyone's pants.
I know people really love Cosmic Rays.
Yes.
And I know people really love the burgers at Cosmic Rays. And like the toppings bar, I think.
The toppings bar
really...
is, they love that because it's something free.
Yeah, okay.
Disney.
Yeah.
Free pickles. What?
Yeah, yeah.
And the food isn't terrible. There are at least 70% worse quick service restaurants, I think, in the Magic Kingdom.
Is that how Touring Plans refers to it?
That's how Patrick Plans refers to it. This is maybe one of the better quick service, I think, because they have a lot of options.
There's windows, right? Like stations you can go to for different types of food.
That's exactly correct.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll give it a shot someday, but it's just never appealed to me. But Sunny appeals to me, and I know he's just like delivering puns left and right, and you know how I love a pun.
It's super funny. It's very dad jokey.
Yeah.
/ alien dad jokey.
Yeah.
And it's just a nice place to get out of the heat.
Yeah, I totally get that.
And fun fact, they do enforce, and I'm glad that they do, you do have to order food to sit inside of there. That's sort of how they mitigate people just like taking a break and taking seats from people who are eating.
So smart.
So smart. A lot of places do not do that. So applause for you. Snaps for you, Sunny Eclipse.
This is me snapping into my microphone.
Thank you. I'll do it too, just for extra snap cup effect.
Yeah, I'm ashamed to admit it, but there you have it. I can't do everything.
You shouldn't be ashamed to admit it, but you should enjoy it at least once, I think.
I don't know if I'll enjoy it the next day when I'm, on the commode.
Well,
We'll
that's
see.
anywhere you eat in the Magic Kingdom.
You're right.
Okay.
You are absolutely right.
Casey's Jr., anybody? Delicious, but you may as well just throw it right into the toilet. That's how fast it goes through you.
Oh no, we didn't.
Oh,
All right,
no, we
Patrick,
didn't.
what's your next? Oh no, you didn't.
Okay, one of my oh no I didn't is kind of a big one, Adam, and I'm ashamed to admit this. I have never seen Rivers of Light in Animal Kingdom.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it's a nighttime spectacular.
It is. Well, it's a nighttime somewhat spectacular.
It's
I
a
would call it.
nighttime situation.
Things happen. And from what I understand, I've only seen the current version.
Yeah.
With the addition of a lot more of animation from Disney's past.
And the subtraction of a lot of live actors.
Yes. So I will say I missed the live actors, but the addition of the kind of more naturalistic animation from like the Lion King and like stuff like that really worked for me.
Oh.
And it's beautiful to look at, but it's definitely a meditation. Like it's not a spectacular, it's more like a meditation.
And when I go to Disney, I feel like I am there for a meditation retreat.
Right.
So this should be perfect for me.
Very peaceful. You're completely checked out.
Okay.
What cell phone?
Got
You're
it.
wearing your yoga pants, your Lululemons. Namaste, Patrick. Namaste.
I did not namaste for that show.
You namas left.
I namas went to the bar.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I namas drank.
I enjoyed it. I don't think I need to do it again.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so I mean, it's beautiful to look at, but it's beautiful to look at for maybe 5 minutes, and then you're like, "This, I'm done. I'm good."
I think the crowd is split on this. There
Yes,
are
absolutely.
many people who think it is one of the better nighttime spectaculars.
Yep.
And there are many people who think that this needs to go away or change.
Yeah, and I get both sides of that argument.
Okay.
I can see it. It just depends on your personality and what
Yeah.
you're looking for at the end of a long day in a park. Do you want to be razzle-dazzled? Do you want one last shot of adrenaline? Or do you want something to lull you into a very gentle slumber?
I maybe want Rivers of Light to just be on my TV in my room at night then,
Oh, yeah, sure.
right?
Yeah.
The other thing is, this is going to sound like a humble brag, Adam.
Here we go.
But I'm always there for Run Disney, for athletic events.
Sure.
So I'm always in bed pretty early. So I haven't actually had the opportunity to see a lot of the nighttime spectaculars.
Sure. Not an excuse.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
How dedicated are you? I mean, we have a podcast, Patrick.
I know. I have things to record.
Yes.
And
things to
enlighten
talk
our
about.
guests on.
Yes.
I'm a terrible person.
No, it totally makes sense. And this, of all of the nighttime spectaculars, would probably be the one that would least attract you, so to speak.
Fair enough. It is the one that happens earliest in the evening, so I should make an appointment to see this.
Just do it. Just give it a shot. Say you did it.
Just get it over with, is what you're saying.
You can just kind of zen out. I think you can take a cocktail in with you, too. Like, there's that bar right by Expedition Everest.
Well, now I'm sold.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there you go.
All right, fair enough.
All right. Oh, my next choice, Patrick, is also in Disney's Animal Kingdom.
Oh.
And it is Primeval Whirl.
Oh, you've not been on that?
I have never been on Primeval Whirl because I'm afraid it will make me Primeval Hurl.
Yes, that is what a lot of people call that ride instead.
Primeval Hurl.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I believe someone was accidentally killed on this ride.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, is that a true story?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
It might have been 1 or 2 people.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's been some incidents on this ride.
Like workers, you mean?
There was 1 cast member, and I believe there was 1 guest.
What?
Yeah. I think so. Maybe they were both cast members, but yeah, I think a couple people have been.
I feel like when we say things like that, we should have some facts.
I don't.
Okay, great. We're just going to arbitrarily say that.
Yeah, they say the ghost of that worker still.
There hasn't been an attraction here in years.
It's not even supposed to spin. It's the ghost.
It's the ghost
the
that do
ghost
it.
spinning it.
Oh, dear. Well, that's a tragedy.
We'll see. I mean, listeners, let us know.
Look it up. Let us know if we've incorrectly
Yeah.
stated some deaths
So like
on
the
this
National
show.
Enquirer of Disney podcasts now.
Well, that's horrific.
Have you been on Primeval Whirl?
I have, and it also is horrific.
Is it?
It's not a great ride, Adam. It's basically the mousetrap
Yeah,
ride. Everyone
yeah.
sort of knows that ride, right?
Yeah.
Where it feels like when you go over a turn, you're going to go straight off the edge of the ride.
Right.
And it quickly turns, but also then it spins sometimes.
It's the spinning part.
But also it's very jerky, and so your head just is knocked about on that ride.
You are selling me on never going on
Yeah,
this attraction.
I can't tell you that you should go on this ride for the fun of it, but you should go on this ride because you may get injured on it.
Get some of that sweet, sweet Disney money.
That's right. That Disney litigation money. No, it is. A lot of people love this ride.
I know they do. Tweedledee Jeff, who proposed in Animal Kingdom.
Oh, that's right. He ran to that ride.
That was like his fiance had to go on that ride.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I can't imagine going on that ride and then proposing.
Well, maybe he knew Jeff was going to propose to him. He was like, let's just end it here on this ride.
This is how we say goodbye to each other.
This is how we end it.
No, they love each other.
They do love each other. It's kind of gross how much they love each other.
His name is Will, right? With one L. Will.
I
Will
can't be
Jeff,
bothered to know the whole story of all of our Tweedledees.
Yeah, okay.
Love you, Jeff. We need your story for our Disney wedding story, though, by the way.
Yeah, we do. So
we should maybe learn the name of your fiance.
It's Will.
It's Will. So I'm sort of regretting making fun of you for having 8 on your list, Adam.
I knew it.
Because this next one is kind of a big one.
What?
It encompasses a lot.
It's a whole theme park?
It's a whole theme park.
You have never been to Hollywood Studios?
Never been to Epcot, Adam. No, but kind of, in a way. I have never been to any of the indoor shows in the World Showcase. Any of them.
What? Wait, what? The films?
The films.
What?
I know.
Patrick.
I know.
Wait, didn't we go to Impressions de France when we were there together?
We sure did not.
Oh, I thought that was with you.
No, you were very drunk at the time.
That's why I thought that was with you.
Yeah. You went with somebody else.
Yeah.
I was there with you on that trip, but it was not me that you saw that show with.
It was a 5-year-old.
Oh,
I was like, come on, Patrick.
Here we are. Okay. All right. Short jokes.
Wow, this shocks me.
Well, here's the thing. I feel like when I started to go to Disney World, I already knew that all of the films were 10 years out of date.
Yeah, but Impressions de France is gorgeous.
Sure, maybe.
Who
can say?
It really is.
You can say. I cannot say that.
Well, this is fine because I haven't seen a lot of the updated ones now.
Well, now I think it's time to go because everything's been updated.
Yeah, so you'll be able to see. Well, the China one is not open yet, but the Canada Pavilion.
Wow.
The Canada Pavilion has its new film. You'll be able to see the Beauty and the Beast show, although I hear that's not very good.
I like that you didn't even bother to say Canada.
No, Canada.
Okay, great.
It's Canada.
All
I'm
right.
pretty sure.
Well, I have some friends that will beat you down. They're very strong. They're very strong, all of them.
Yeah, well, okay, so now is the time to check out all these shows.
Now is the time.
All right. Well, yeah, great.
This embarrasses me though because people really love those films.
I really love them. I mean, well, I don't really love all of them, but Impressions de France is a standout and is still gorgeous despite it being, almost 40 years old now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're going to love it, I promise.
I mean, I want my history to be accurate.
It is accurate.
Okay.
There's a lot of big hair and shoulder pads.
Oh, well, I'm there then.
There's a glorious kind of Tour de France scene with guys in Lycra biking shorts.
Oh, okay.
That's enjoyable, right?
I'm into that.
Okay.
All right.
Good.
I mean, I'm not saying that I haven't wanted to see these,
Sure.
but I am saying that I didn't want to see them.
Okay.
Wait.
I'm not really...
That's the same thing.
Yep, it is.
Okay.
It is. Listen, I get it. It's a time commitment.
Yeah.
But on those hot days, it's a nice break.
Okay.
And especially when you're just a little bit tipsy, they are far more enjoyable.
And I do feel like it's a great opportunity to just make out with somebody.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm sold.
All right. My next selection is in Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Ooh.
I have never been to Star Wars Launch Bay in the animation courtyard in Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Really?
Yeah.
You haven't stepped foot in it?
Not a single toe.
It has a big footprint within Hollywood Studios.
I know.
Wow.
I know. I've never done it because it's a lot of character meet and greets, right? Or no?
There are character meet and greets, but it's more nostalgia of Star Wars.
Is it like models of ships and things?
Yes,
Okay.
it's more of a museum.
So I've been to the Disneyland counterpart
Oh, okay.
in the former Carousel of Progress in Disneyland.
It's likely almost identical.
Okay. I had no idea. I just assumed it was kind of like Princess Fairy Tale Hall where there was a meet and greet set up, but apparently it's not.
No, you have to get in line in different places if you want to meet different characters.
Okay.
Chewbacca, BB-8, and Kylo Ren, I believe, are the current characters you can meet.
I'd love to meet Kylo Ren.
Also, sometimes Jawas will just walk around and stormtroopers as well.
Yes, I've seen some really fun videos of them trading with guests.
Yes, I don't know that they do that anymore.
Oh.
I think they put a stop to that, but I could be wrong in that.
Okay.
It's a really lovely place, and that is also where they hold when you get the dessert package for the Star Wars Nighttime Spectacular show.
Yes.
That is where they hold the dessert party.
Oh, okay.
And it's really lovely, and they have alcoholic drinks as well on that one.
Do you think this is going to stick around much longer, or do you think it's going to go away now that Galaxy's Edge is open?
I think it'll stay because it is where you can get a lot of Star Wars paraphernalia, where they don't sell those type of products in Galaxy's Edge.
But they do have that new Star Wars shop now right down the main strip there in Hollywood Studios.
They do, but they still need a place to do those character meet and greets, and they need a place to do the dessert party, as I said.
So do you think if they eventually bring a Mandalorian meet and greet or a Baby Yoda meet and greet, it will be in Launch Bay or will it be in Galaxy's Edge?
That is such a good question. I have no idea. I don't think, and I hope that they stick to this, I don't think they're going to have character meet and greet stops.
Yeah.
In Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
Because that is sort of a Earth thing to do.
Yeah, Galaxy's Edge is like walk around characters, not like photo
Exactly.
ops.
Exactly. So if they do that, it'll either be you just have to snap a picture and there'll be walk around characters, or if it is an actual character stop, it'll be in Hollywood Studios proper.
Yeah, there's no way. It's absolutely going to be in Launch Bay because they're going to have to control those lines because those lines are going to be so long.
Those lines are going to be longer than getting on the ride, I think,
Yeah.
if there's a Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Although maybe they won't do it because of that,
Yeah.
but that would be an epic photo.
You should go as Baby Yoda for Halloween this year. And Dan could be the Mandalorian.
I've actually been cast as Baby Yoda in
Have
season
you?
2 of The Mandalorian.
Have you?
Yeah. Breaking news, everybody. I'd be the right height, I feel like.
No, come on.
No, I'm Ewok height. I'm a little bit tall. I'm too tall to be Baby Yoda, Adam. Never said that ever.
All right, well, we're down to our final selections, Patrick.
Okay.
Are you committed to this, or you seem a little bit on the fence?
I was teeter-tottering on 2 of them. I have a lot of also-rans.
Okay, well, so do I.
But I'm going to use this one because I feel like it's sort of a romantic one to use.
Okay, for St. Patrick's Day. I love it.
And an all-encompassing one, and one that's not in the parks.
Okay,
Adam.
interesting.
I've never seen a movie under the stars
Oh, at the resorts?
at the resorts.
Oh, yeah, that would be such a nice way to spend a chill evening. I've never done it either.
I've walked by many
Yeah.
people watching them.
Me too, yeah.
And been like, ooh, I'm going to the bar though.
Yeah, right.
I can't.
Right.
So for those who don't know, almost all of the resorts offer a movie, an outside movie under the stars, sort of like a picnic, bring your own blanket. We'll provide the screen and the movie situation.
Mm-hmm.
And Adam, do you know about this? There's an epic one at the campsites at Fort Wilderness, where before the movie, and this is free of cost, there is a campfire where you can roast marshmallows before the movie, and then there is a Chip and Dale meet and greet, followed by a sing-along with sort of a traveling musician cowboy, and then there is the movie Under the Stars.
That sounds like me doing a lot of the work.
What do you mean?
Campfire,
You're not doing any of it. You're just...
sing along. I have to sing.
Do you feel like you're the main attraction there, Adam?
No, I just don't want to put in any effort.
Oh, got it.
I want to be entertained.
You
not
don't have
be
to
the
build the
entertainment.
campfire. The campfire is already there for
Who says?
you. Oh, okay.
Also, is this the New York's Naked Cowboy? Because then I'm there.
It's not, and you shouldn't be, because he's not great
I mean,
anymore.
I'm not going to kick him out of bed for eating potato chips.
I would do that specifically for that reason, I think.
He'll share them with you.
Okay, great.
But that's neither here nor there.
It is not. It is not here or there.
All right, well, this sounds like a good option
Thank you.
for something to do.
Yeah.
So you should do it.
Okay. Have you seen any movies Under the Stars?
I haven't actually ever done it, but I've walked past several. Yeah, and it looks really charming. And if you have a night where you can afford to do that,
Right.
where you want to take a break, I think it's an excellent opportunity.
We have specifically stumbled through one of them from Abracadabar back to our hotel We were like, hey, they're watching The Little Mermaid. Here's how it ends.
I actually crashed through the inflatable screen just as Ursula was growing in size.
So many screams. So many screams. That is the best visual I've ever had in my entire life.
Yeah, it happened. I'm not allowed at the Boardwalk Resort anymore.
I've never been more proud of you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. No, this is a great choice, and something that I haven't done either. So I think we should do it when we can take that time.
Yeah.
And like have a relaxing evening and enjoy that experience.
In reality, how romantic though as well. Not when you and I see it together. Well, who knows? I don't know.
Have we been to Abracadabra?
Things could get weird. But I imagine that is one of the most romantic things that you could do in Disney World. And neither one of us mentioned it in our most romantic thing to do because we've never done it before.
Yeah, and how many kids are there too? They're puking or they're
we have to move on
pooping.
Again. Just a constant flow of poop.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I mean, Disney World in general is just it's a cat litter box, isn't it?
Speaking of,
great.
My final selection is Turtle Talk with Crush. I've never done it.
You should.
I feel like that I'm going to be part of the show. This ranks right up there with Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor. Like, I don't want to be addressed by something on a screen.
You won't in the Turtle Talk because he addresses only the children, I believe.
Well, I look very youthful.
Okay.
I'm worried he might select me.
Wait, have you been to Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor?
I have not.
Oh boy. So these should be equal. You haven't done these.
Okay.
Well,
they were both on my list of 8. So, yeah. So I don't know. It's never appealed to me. And I feel like it's one of those situations where I'm going to walk in the room. I have this fear with Enchanted Tales with Belle too, where I'm going to walk in and like, there's going to be a cast member looking at me and I'm going to have this like fake grin on my face. And my cheeks are going to hurt leaving it because I'm going to be so forced. And like, I'm really enjoying this experience.
I totally understand what you're talking about. I think if you're anything like me, and you're not.
Yeah.
But I think that you'll be pleasantly surprised because I was genuinely loving Enchanted Tales with Belle.
Yes.
Like totally expected to go into it being like, okay, this is going to be kind of corny. Loved it from start to finish. And same for Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor and same for Turtle Talk with Crush minus the pee smell. Didn't like the pee smell, but the show itself is so fun and so well done. It's kind of a magic trick, and I think you'll love that part of it.
Yeah, I should really give these a shot. Again, it just boils down to the fact that we're very fortunate in being able to go to Walt Disney World often. And so that just gives us the opportunity then to take the time to see these attractions.
It's true. But you have not done that yet.
Not with Turtle Talk with Crush or Enchanted Tales with Belle or Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor or Tom Sawyer Island or...
Hall of Presidents for
Cosmic
me.
Rays. Yeah.
Rivers of Light.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
All of those.
We've not done collectively a lot of very major attractions.
Maybe we should take a trip and just specifically only do things we have never
That's
ever
kind
done.
of a great idea. That would be a really good episode, at least, because we are running out of ideas for episodes.
We just rely on our Tweedledees. Like, Tweedledee, fill in the name here, who sent us this topic.
Yes.
So please share with me, Patrick, some of those oh no you disn'ts that you didn't share with me.
Oh, some also-rans?
Some also-rans?
I have never seen the Hoop-de-Doo review.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
I know.
I just threw my hands up in the air. Everybody.
You did, like you didn't care.
I freaking love the Hoop-de-Doo review. I will say it's difficult to get to. It takes some time. It's a commitment for sure. Like, you're not going to be able to do Hoop-de-Doo review necessarily and then see like a nighttime spectacular in Magic Kingdom. It's just kind of that much out of the way. You have to take a special bus to get to it. It's just some work to get to it. But man, is that show good. And the food at the dinner is so good too.
You can't Uber there?
No, because it's on the grounds of Fort Wilderness. So there's only so far you can get within the grounds. And then you have to take a bus or like a shuttle to get to the actual show building.
Disney World is so big.
Yeah.
That blows my mind. I did not know that.
Yeah, you can't like take an Uber directly to it. It's very similar to the campgrounds, how you either have to rent a golf cart or just walk to get to your campground situation. This is like closed off, and so you have to take a shuttle to get to the show building.
That's another thing sort of on my bucket list, is to do a tour of the campgrounds in Christmas time.
Oh, yeah.
Because apparently there are some amazing sort of property light shows, I guess, that are happening.
Yeah,
People
they-
put up displays.
Yeah, they decorate their cabins or they decorate their campers.
Right.
And there's several times a year now where people will decorate their golf carts and have a parade.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Also, for Halloween, they do that as well.
Yes.
I need to do that.
Yeah, it'd be fun to see.
What about you? Are there any top also-rans?
I'm just going to list them really quickly. Magic Carpets of Aladdin at Magic Kingdom.
Oh, it's not Dumbo.
Right. Disney and Pixar Short Film Festival in the Imagination Pavilion at Epcot. But I don't think that's there anymore, is it? Isn't it a Mickey meet and greet now?
Oh, wait. Oh.
Maybe?
We should invest in some education
If only there was
for
a website.
ourselves.
There was a website. The Meet Anna and Elsa at Royal Summerhouse at the Norway Pavilion in Epcot.
I haven't done that either, but I have done the Akershush breakfast there, which is really fun.
How do you say that?
Akershush? Akershush?
Yep.
One of those is correct.
Isn't Akershush? Akershush?
Oh, did I not say it right at all?
I don't know.
Oh. This is what happens when you slapstick throw together an episode like we've done today.
There's several others, but why list them? Why?
List one more, Adam.
All right. I've never been to Pizza Rizzo, formerly Mama Melrose's Ristorante Italiano at Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Oh, you're missing out because the top level of that is like a weird Muriel's wedding disco party.
What?
It's bizarre.
Oh, that's right. I remember you talking about this.
It's crazy town. Crazy town.
Well, now I want to go.
Yeah, we should go. Well, can we go? It's only open like seasonally now,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
So who can say if it's open? Well, it's not open right now. Am I right, folks? Am I right?
But I know a lot of people really enjoy that restaurant.
I don't know why, because the pizza's not great.
Disney pizza overall is not great unless you're at Via Napoli.
Unless you're at
Epcot.
Via Napoli, you're right. Yeah.
And at Blaze Pizza in Disney Springs.
I don't consider that a Disney pizza place, though,
Okay.
because it's its own restaurant that is in resident at Disney.
It's like an artist in residence.
It is.
But it's pizza.
It is pizza. It's true.
Well, we got some work to do, Patrick.
We do have some work to do. Also, I have to say, I've never been in the hot air balloon that is in Disney Springs.
Oh, well, I will never do that.
Oh, you won't?
No, open air heights? No,
Aw.
thank you.
I think it looks amazing. The views look beautiful from what I've seen from pictures.
Do you remember what a difficult time I had going up in the elevator at the Paris Hotel in Las Vegas? I thought I was going to pass out.
That was amazing.
Intense.
That was amazing to watch you almost just die.
Praying to sweet baby Jesus that elevator ride would be over soon.
But you're alive still.
I am.
And several people are glad for that.
Well, we would love to know your "Oh No You Disn'ts." You can, of course, reach out to us on social media. That's Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at GDTD Podcast.
Or you can always email us or leave us a voice memo at info@gaysdothed.com.
Be honest. Be real with us. What are you ashamed to admit that you have never done in Walt Disney World? Or we'll even take Disneyland, too.
Are you asking me right now?
No, I'm asking our listeners.
Oh, yeah. Shame yourselves.
Yeah, embarrass yourselves. We've done it for you.
It's true.
It's time to repay that debt.
We've shown you our true colors. It's time for you to do the same. You owe it to us, basically.
Who's never been on Spaceship Earth?
How very dare you. Who doesn't know who Mickey Mouse is? You know who you are. What?
Hey, Patrick.
Don't. You're laughing at me.
I am.
You're laughing at me because I just hit myself in the head.
Y'all, I wish you could have been there.
Yeah.
Patrick was signaling dramatically to cue me to start
Yeah.
talking, and he just whacked himself in his headphones.
I hit myself right in the head.
Oh, was it the head or the headphones?
It was the headphones, but it's all connected. It's all connected in the great circle of life, Adam.
Oh, what a delight.
What a delight.
This is why we need to video record these episodes.
It's true. It's true.
because-
People want this. Well, and by people, I mean you. You want this.
Yeah,
you want proof that I'm an
yeah.
idiot when I record.
Play it at your funeral.
Might be soon. Might be soon.
Anyway, hey, Patrick.
Hey, Adam.
It is the end of the episode. That means it's time for Quick D.
Yay.
And this week we are doing Quick D Classic. That means we're going to be asking each other a question we have not been privy to prior to recording. Per usual, I have not planned a question.
Yeah, homework on the bus.
Listen, we had another plan for this whole episode. It isn't happening, but it is going to happen.
But we always end an episode, Adam, so it's not as though you didn't have time. Although we did choose a different ending for the episode.
We chose a Quick D.
Okay, you're right. You're
All
right. You're right.
So it's going to be happening next week instead. But
It's
anyway, now we're going to do a question.
Yeah. So you have not been privy to your own question prior to recording.
I haven't. What a delight this is going to be.
Such a delight.
Yeah, why don't you ask me your question first, and
Okay.
then I'll come up with a question in the meantime.
Grapes. Adam, here's my question for you. Now that we've talked about what we haven't done in Disney World, what are some things that you should probably stop doing while you're in Disney World?
Haunted Mansion.
What are you doing in a Haunted Mansion that you should be stopped from doing?
Oh, stopped from doing? I think meant stop doing.
Oh, why would you ever stop doing Haunted Mansion, Adam?
Just because I've done it so much.
Oh,
Like, I
okay.
should really focus on other things.
You should never stop doing Haunted Mansion.
You're right.
Okay.
You're right. Okay, so what have I been stopped doing?
Or, what, you know yourself more than anyone else knows you.
Yeah.
What are you doing in Disney
Yeah.
that you should not do anymore?
What have I been stopped doing?
Mm-hmm. No. Or just, Adam, what do you need to stop yourself from doing in Disney?
Fudge. Any sweets, really.
You do love the fudge.
Because I just wake up in the next morning, and I'm just like, what did you do? And I'm looking in the mirror and like crying and like stroking the mirror.
See, all the things that you think that you should stop doing, I'm like, just do it more. You're at Disney.
Yeah. But
Which
I want to
maybe I should stop doing many things in Disney.
Maybe I should stop allowing you to embolden or empower me to eat sweets.
That feels right.
You're an enabler is what I'm trying to say.
100% I am.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what else do I need to be stopped from doing? Licking things.
Oh, dear.
With the Corona V now.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Did you see the video of that girl licking the Main Street window?
No.
You should really check it out.
Wait, are you being serious right now?
100%. Yeah.
Why on earth?
There's a video of a little girl, her mother or father or whoever must just be kind of distracted. And she's like full on just making out with a Main Street USA window from the inside. So like people are walking by on the outside and she's just like going to town.
Oh, no.
It's delightful.
Was it Matthew?
No.
Oh.
It was a little girl.
Was it Matthew?
Matthew's a boy.
Oh.
Most of the time. He's a boy. He's a boy. All right. So what do I need to stop? Okay. So sweets for sure.
No, don't
licking
stop sweets.
things.
Licking
for
things.
Sure.
Stop licking things.
Yeah.
Unless in the privacy of your own hotel room.
I would say probably wearing booty shorts. Not appropriate.
Well,
and not necessarily very comfortable. I like how they look.
They're not.
I like how they look on me.
Yeah.
But they're not the most comfortable.
And I have a lot of like cash to bring with me, and the bundles of cash that's never a thing that's happened.
I thought you were making a euphemism for cakes. I thought you were going to say like you have so much like butt to pack into those.
I wish. Oh man, do I wish. It is just like a 2x4 going down my back, just fully.
But you're so supported.
Thank you.
Your spine is incredibly straight.
My posture is so good.
Yes, absolutely. But back to me. Okay,
Yeah.
so probably no more booty shorts.
Okay.
And I would say stop my boogie, but you can't stop my boogie. No one can stop my boogie.
No.
Especially when I'm in Walt Disney World or any Disney park, really.
You can't stop that beat.
Can't stop that beat.
I would recommend you stop trying to meet Tarzan by yourself.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I've never met. Have you met Tarzan?
No, I have not. I've never seen him in the parks, but I've seen many pictures, and I'm like, what? Why? Do they purposefully bring him out of the parks when I'm in the parks?
Would you meet him if you saw him?
I don't know if I would have the courage.
I am in exactly the same spot, Patrick. It's not the courage. It's just like, I don't know how I could not joke about that situation and make some kind of super gay joke.
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah. More so, I don't know if I would have the restraint
Yeah. Oh.
not
well,
to touch that nip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's more like I would approach in the exact same manner I approach the princesses, where I'd be like, "Hey, girl," and like, you know, just to let him know that a bunch of gays coming your way right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've answered your question.
That's great. These are great answers.
Thank you so much. All right, now I need to have a question for you.
It's about time.
I know. That question is, now that the parks are closed, Patrick, worldwide, unfortunately so, you have been tasked with choosing the park of your choice to go into alone to ensure that all the rides are still working properly, even though no one is still riding them.
Oh, interesting.
What park are you choosing? And just paint a picture for me. What is Patrick like alone in a Disney park?
Well, Adam, I'm assuming some cast members are still available.
Nope. You're running everything, Patrick. You are a Willy Wonka with no Oompa Loompas.
Well, this changes my answer.
Oh.
Because I was going to say World Showcase, and I will ride
Watch
a lot in the World Showcase.
Okay, so maybe the cast members are sticking around.
Oh, okay. Then my answer remains the same.
Your Oompa Loompas are there.
Yeah, I'm going to go to each country and become a diplomat.
Oh. By dipping your mat.
I'm going to put the ass in ambassador. Do you know what I mean?
You're putting the ass in ambassador?
There's going to be a lot of ambassadoring happening. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I know exactly what you're saying.
I'm just going to quality check the service provided by each country.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be a very hands-on experience.
Yes.
I will make sure all of the taste testings are done.
Okay. I
just really want to ensure that every cast member is in love with me. Adam, as a pass holder, am entitled to. Don't you feel?
I think no.
Oh.
I don't ever want to say no to you, Patrick.
Okay, thank you so much. Because this is improv, so you should yes and me.
I should yes and you, but I want to steer you away from any kind of inappropriate dealings with.
I don't think it's inappropriate as much as it is a treat for them. Do you know what I mean? Why? I don't understand why you're laughing. I mean, I'm being very serious. Quality control. Quality control. I think Prince once put it really politely. Quality control. Do you know what I mean? He had a different word for it, but we can't say that on the podcast. What? That will do it for this episode of Gays Do the D. Thanks for listening. To become a patron of the podcast, visit our website at gaysdothed.com/donate. For a donation of any amount, you can receive exclusive Gays Do the D content and help us continue to bring you the very best Disney news and discussion. Continue the conversation after this episode on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at GDTD Podcast. Submit your questions or show ideas to info@gaysdothed.com. Have a great week, everybody. See ya real soon.